Shalom, 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 shalom. First, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash. Also, double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops of GMS. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect, which is scattered abroad, preaching the word of truth and sincerity. I'm your beloved brother. I'm a one, Kazakh, and I am part of the camp here in GMS, Las Vegas. Here, and we're gonna get into it, man. Life happens. Certain situations will hit you, but how do you handle those situations when they come? What scriptures do you meditate on? You know, what things can you apply to get through those things, right? So this could be a series. The Lord put it on my spirit to do it, right? So the way I got it set up is, you can go back to it. You can take notes, off of it. So get your pens, get your pads out, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. And, let's get into it, man. And I ain't going to be before you long. This might be a quick header, Lord willing, how the Spirit moves, right? So look, this is basically, first one is handling disappointment, okay? Being in this truth, things are not always going to go your way, but it's how you handle disappointment, determines if you're going to stay in this thing, man. Because certain people deal with disappointment and leave this thing and quit, And I pray that the Lord don't do that to me or any of you brothers and sisters that are watching, right? So look, this is this is this is Proverbs 3 verse 5 through 6. It says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not unto thy own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he should direct thy path, man, right? And I'm about to break it down. It said disappointment often comes when things don't happen the way we expect it, and that's to be expected, being in the truth, right? But if you look at it from a positive lens and a righteous point of view, it's for your making, man. The Lord's preparing you because we're coming to a time where things may not go your way, and most likely it won't go your way. But it's for your making. It's to make you stronger, right? Because the Lord can easily deal with you as a bastard and let you go through life and things just never go wrong for you. But to be honest, that's really not reality for what time we're about to go into, because Jacob Trouble is gonna be crazy, and I'm just being light with it. We fully don't know how it's gonna be, but the Lord gave us a depiction, the worstest day ever in history since there was a nation. So the men of the Lord and the sisters too, we all go through our ups and downs, man, but it's for our making. And also, it's a reminder not to be attached to this place, right? In fact, let me grab a pre real quick. Because our job is not to get caught up, in this place anyway. The Lord wants us to depart, right? A couple pre's came to mind, right? We're going to go with Micah 2 and 10, right? Because we're going to end the spirit right there. Lord's giving me pre's, man. Yep. So this is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. This place is polluted, man. And it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction, right? And that's why the Lord always gives us a reminder that when we go through things and things don't go our way, we may not have enough money to have this, or we may not have this, but this place is not meant for forever. We're supposed to depart and separate from this place, because eventually the Lord will destroy this place, man. So man. So man, this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. So hey, if you just constantly just living life and things are going your way, and you got whatever you want, the Lord is not prepping you. He's not dealing with you. He's not dealing with you, man. He's dealing with you as a bastard, man. Because man, disappointment here is not It's disappointment here is expected, especially we under the curses, man. You know, but we need to depart. You know, and disappointment, hey, it comes with the job title, man. You know, but we have to trust in the Lord, man. You know, we gotta trust in Him because regardless of how it looks, we know that we gotta acknowledge Him and trust Him because everything that we go through happens for a reason, right? Let's continue to read, right? So look, how to apply it, right? Pray before reacting. Pray. We was just talking about this at camp, and you hear the elders. All elders always talk about it. Pray, man. Ask the Lord to give you that strength, that mental fortitude, and pray for other brothers to get that same thing, man. You know, don't let disappointment make you lose faith, and that's what happens to a lot of people. Their disappointment causes them to fall out, and they lose faith in the Lord, man. Right? Believe in Yahweh, right? Believe Yahweh may be protecting you or preparing you for better. So the Lord could be also protecting you from something. You know, just because things don't go your way, you know, don't mean it's the all end. It's the end of all, man. It could be that the Lord protecting you or just preparing you for something better. You know, and that wasn't the destination that the Lord wanted you to go to. You know, pray and hope this is edifying so far, right? No encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got it set up where you can, like, you know, write these scriptures down and, you know, take notes too as well. Lord willing, I hope you got your pen and pad out. Annotation. Look up that word annotation when you get a chance to, man. We all can do more of it, right? Including myself, right? This is talking about encouragement. This is number 2 on my list that the Lord put on my spirit, right? Isaiah 41 and verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee, right? Be not dismayed, right? For I am thy power. Woo! Right? I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness, man. So, man, that's the encouragement. Even though when you're going through it, right, wherever you're going through, just trust the Lord that He will uphold thee, you know, with His right hand of righteousness, man. You know, be not dismayed. Don't be dismayed, man. Right? Let's look up that word dismayed, man. Why not? Let me go into my blue letter. Bear with me, y'all. Yeah, man. Let's look up that word. There we go. Oh, you tripping? Yep, here we go. Let's look up that. Yeah, be not dismayed. Let's look up that word dismayed, man. In a blue letter. Yeah. Where is that at? This thing is... behold. This thing. Almost there. But yeah, man. Be not dismayed. Be not disappointed. You know, because the Lord, He, man, you gotta trust Him. He's with you. Right? Here we go. Yeah, I got it right now. Yep, here it is. The word dismayed goes into right here. Yep. Dismayed. Listen to it.
Strong's H8159. Sha'ah.
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 Sha'ah, right? So dismayed. Look, it says to look or to regard, gaze at or about. To gaze, regard, behold, look about. To look away, cause gaze to turn away. Right? To look in dismay, gaze about, right? In anxiety. So basically saying, man, basically what I'm telling you, man, don't be dismayed, man. Look not away. Keep your eyes on the prize, man. You know, Don't let these things cause you to turn away. You know, don't be dismayed. Don't turn away. Keep pressing, because people lose faith when things don't go their way, man. And it's like I'm telling you, man. It gets tough, and sometimes you want to be like, I want to give up. But what else? Sometimes you gonna want to give up, man. But where else you gotta go? Where else can you go that teaches you this truth and fulfills your spirit, man? This word is fulfilling to the soul, man. Right? It answers the hard questions that Christianity can't answer because they don't have the Holy Spirit, man. They don't have the Spirit on them, man. They claim that they got it because they can sing church songs and get you sad and cry. Man, come on, man. You cut on R&B songs and cry. Not these ones now. But I'm talking about, the ones like in the 60s and 80s, man, the love, when music was something, in the 50s, when music was actually good, decent. But this music is trash. But scriptures say that the daughters of music are going to be brought low. But let's get back to the topic at hand, right? Stay encouraged, man. Stay encouraged. Let's just break this thing down, right? Yahweh promises his presence. He does not promise life will always be easy. Woo! So don't the scriptures say that he will never leave thee nor forsake thee? That's what the scriptures say, right? It's the Lord, he don't leave. Y'all end up leaving. Or if you put it in this terms, the Lord designed it that way for a lot of people to leave, because some people are created in vain just to be destroyed and brought back to be burnt in that lake of fire. But some got vessels for honor, vessels for dishonor. And we understand that that's, that vessel of honor is Edom, but you got some people in Israel gonna be destroyed be destroyed the same way. But the only difference is that 2/3 of our people gonna be brought back, and they're gonna have the kingdom, and they're gonna be shamed, but they're gonna still get that kingdom. But that Esau is not. That's the only difference, though, right? But yeah, some people Lord just created just to judge, right? But let's just continue back on topic at hand, right? So yeah, Yahweh promises his presence. He does not promise life will always be easy, but he promised strength, right? Help and support through every trial, man. So either way it go, it seems like you're not making it through. Things may be hard. You may not even agree with a lot of these things, but the Lord knows what he's doing, man. Like, you got to trust that he knows what he's doing. And man, that goes for anybody, man. Everybody, myself included. You have to trust him. Right? This is how you should apply, how you can apply it, right? When fear comes, remember Yahweh is with you. Speak this verse during difficult moments. Meditate on it, speak it. And let it be hidden and written on the tablets of your lob, your heart. Because that word heart in the Hebrew means lob, which means mind. Right? Write it. Make sure you meditate on it day and night. This book of the law shall not depart from my mouth, man. I think it's Joshua 1:8. Make sure that it's in you. Meditating on day and night. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture, man. Right? But Joshua 1:8. Just look it up when you get a chance to. Write that in your notes, right? This says depend on his strength instead of your own. Let me read that again. Depend on his strength, right? Instead of your own. It's not by your might. It's not by might, not by my power, but by your spirit, Lord. Roughly paraphrasing that. Right? It's by his spirit. It's by his strength. We're able to do anything. Because without the Lord, we're nothing, man. Right? But pray for the wickedness, the evil, Without the Lord's hedge of protection, the enemy can do whatever. But because he put the hedge and his protection around us, he protects us from things that are seen and unseen. The Wadi Al-Bashem Al-Shai. I pray continue to protect us, man, that way, Right? So depend on his strength instead of your own, man. So yeah. Don't take things into your own hand. I'm talking to myself first and foremost. Because sometimes you want to take things in your own hands. For sure. Definitely dealing with this damn kingdom, period, man. I'm just going to say that. Press. So next one is pressing through, right? Let's go to Philippians. Follow me, yeah. Follow me and read these scriptures too. Write them, read them, man. Read them, and get it written on your tablets, on your heart, man. Read with me, follow with me, for real, right? So this is Philippians 3 and verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to apprehend, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize, right, of the high calling of Yahweh in Yahweh Shai. So look, man, that's the whole thing, man. We got to press through because it's a prize that we want to get. We want to be crowned in that crowning ceremony. We want to be a part of the elect. We praying and hoping that our names be found written in that book, right, of life, right? For real, right? Paul teaches better, it says Paul teaches believers not to stay trapped by the past failures. So, what I'm saying? Stay not trapped by the past failures, or successes, right? Instead, keep moving toward the purpose Yahweh has set before you. Continue to press through, man. New day, man. Every day, man. Our graces and mercies are renewed. We're renewed every day. Every day. Cool. The past is the past. We just gotta press through it. You gotta be like be like a football player or basketball player, man. It's on to the next play. It's on to the next play, man. You gotta continue, man. From faith to faith and glory to glory, man. We're gonna go through ups and downs, man. For real. We only can pray that our good outweigh the bad, and pray the Lord keep us, man, and pray that we are of the elect, right? Leave yesterday's mistakes behind. Woo! Leave yesterday's mistakes behind. Because we're going to fall short. We're going to fall short. Right? Stay focused on your spiritual growth. That's it. The spiritual growth, it comes with growing pains. Right? Keep praying, study, and obeying even when progress feels slow. Woo, man. Let's read that one again. Keep praying. Notice to say praying, studying, and obeying. Yeah, right? The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Shai, even when progress feels slow, man. For real. Yep. So things may seem like it's slow. Trust the process. Every man of the Lord went through a process before they got to the spot that the Lord told them what they were going to be. But I'm going to use one prime example. David got anointed king, right? At his home, I believe, or in the field or wherever. He got anointed king. But David had to go through. The Lord was prepping him. He went through ups and downs. Heartache, man. Betrayal, bro. The king, Saul at the time, went against him. But the Lord set it up that way. Because David was being prepped to be king, man. He had to go through what he had to go through. Even though he was anointed king, he went through what he had to go through, man, to get there. It's not easy, man. You're gonna go through. The Lord gonna bless you, but hey, sometimes you gotta go through it, man, to get those blessings, man. Because what the Lord did, he prepped it, David. David was being prepped, man. But David became one of the greatest kings, if not the greatest king of Israel. Man, David is a beautiful soul, man. Davadah. Right? The Lord talks about him all the time. As his beloved, man. And if you read in Kings, like, hey, you were doing, and when you congratulate the people, or congratulate, the men, the kings that are doing right, he be like, hey, you have served me as my beloved David did. David really, the Lord loved David. man. He called him his beloved, because David was a man after Yahweh's own lob, his own heart, man. Beautiful stories. Read those books, man. First and Second Samuel, Kings. Read those books, man. It's very encouraging, man. David is beautiful how our forefather was, man. Man, for real, right? Let's stay on topic, man. But David obeyed, man. He did. He went through a hardship and he obeyed, and the Lord blessed him, man. The Lord showed favor with David, man, because he knew his lob, man. David didn't be like, oh, well, I blew it. He instantly got before the Lord and repented. And he understood with a sincere lob, man, a sincere heart, that he messed up. But the Lord said, you know, I love you. He showed mercy. Even when he killed, I think it was Uriah, killed Uriah and took his wife. The Lord he showed mercy, you know, but he did whoop him. The Lord did whoop David for that. You know, the sword never left his home, and the firstborn I think the wife that he took, that firstborn died. Man, look up these stories, read them, man. But David never gave up on the Lord. He didn't continue in wickedness. You know, he continued praising the Lord and you know, and honoring Yahweh, man. Right? Let me continue to read though. Let's get back to it. But yeah, man, keep praying, study, and obeying even when progress feels slow. Right? Dealing with stress. Right? That's the next one. Right? Dealing with stress, man. And sometimes this is gonna be tough, man. Dealing with it, man, because the problem can be right in front of your face, and there's nothing you can do about it but only trust the Lord. And I'm gonna say it, dealing with our eaves, man, and that miles. And you know, sometimes you at work, you're dealing with it. You know what I mean? It's the things that you cannot run for, but dealing with it, right? That takes a trust too, right, in the Lord, right? It all connects, it all correlates, right? This is dealing with stress. This is 1 Peter, right? 5 and verse 7. Cast all your cares upon him, for he careth for you, right? Yahweh invites us to give him our worries instead of carrying them, right? Don't scriptures say that his burdens are easy and his yoke is light, roughly paraphrasing? Correct me if I'm wrong, brothers, right? Yahweh invites us to give him our worries instead of carrying them alone, right? Stress becomes lighter. Right? Woo, right? When we trust him with our burdens. We got to trust him, even when it hurts, bro. Man, I'm telling you, it's times that I go through, and I've been through it, man, and still to this day, I'm like, look, man, I deserve it. To water, Lord. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, Lord. You saw fit for me to go through this for a reason. You know? But I'm going to give it all to you. I'm going to trust you. I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. Man, this bill ain't paid. I don't have the money like it, Lord, but I'm just going to trust you, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know? Right? So look, here it is right here, man. But here, Yahweh invites us to give him our worries instead of carrying them alone. Stress becomes lighter when we trust him with our burdens. You know, how to apply this, pray specifically about what's stressing you. Prayer go a long way, man. So this is all prayer. This is how we connect with the Lord, through Yahweh Shai. Because the only way to the Father is through the Son, right? Pray specifically about what stressing you in Yahweh Shai name. Make sure you pray in Yahweh Shai name, because he hears his Son, right? Don't carry, because Yahweh Shai is the mediator between us and the Father. Man, the only way we can get to the Father is through Yahweh Shai mediating and talking to the Father for us, man. We can't do it directly. One day it will be like that in the kingdom when we're perfect, right? But as of right now, we have to in Yahweh Shai name, right? Because we in these chambers of darkness, wicked flesh, and the Lord he hates sin, right? But he see we're striving to do our best, Lord willing. You know, we have the elect number, right? So don't, it says right here, pray specifically about what's stressing you. Don't carry every burden, Salakia, by yourself. Remember, Yahweh cares deeply about you. Yeah, you know, so hey, yeah, man, he cared enough to send his only begotten son to die for the world of Israel, not the whole world. No, we ain't talking about the whole world, man. That's for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You have a God, a power that you can pray to, and his name is Yahweh. And Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? The strength to keep going on, as you can see, you know, right? And we're gonna go to, so follow, like I say, follow along, man. Take these notes, man. Pause it if you got to, right? So follow, you know, strength to keep going, right? Galatians 6 and verse 9, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we will reap. Woo, man! If we faint not, we will reap if we faint not, man. Right? So yeah, check it out. You know, doing what's right can be trying, right? Especially when you don't see immediate results. Yahweh promises that perseverance in righteousness will be rewarded. Woo! If you don't give up. Let me repeat that. If you don't give up. What does giving up look like? Taking the bag, man. Taking a bag is fainting, giving up. You rather trust in a man than you trust in the Lord, man, by doing heinous shit to get it. And I'm going to say it, man. I had got an offer for $7 million, man. And I turned that shit down. And the elders are my witness. I showed them the text at camp, man. And what did the Lord deem this, man? People are going to be sellouts in these last days, man. This devil is not coming with chump change. He's coming with big bag, man. It don't even matter. That bag is second place compared to what the Lord got for us, man. Matter of fact, that bag is nothing compared to what the Lord got us, man. The money and the things here, didn't Solomon not say, I count these things as vanity? Why? Because he can't take it with him. You can't take it with you. He knew that he couldn't take it with him. For real, all these riches here are nothing compared to what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua got prepared for us. The scriptures, let me slow down. The scriptures say, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what the Lord has prepared for the ones that love him. And if you love the Lord,
a few moments later,
feed his sheep. If you love him, you will feed his sheep. To the point that he said it 3 times. That's how serious the Lord was about it. Right? And his sheep are the elect, the numerous multitude, right? The 1/3. Man, hey, and that number can't be counted. You know, that number you can't number it, right? So yeah, let's continue to go. Right? Salakia, you know, about that disconnection. You know, these phones ain't really shit. Esau, he gonna get his, man. But like I say, man, let's continue to press, right? Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna read this one more time. Doing the right thing becomes trying, especially when you don't. You know, Salakia again, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh promises that perseverance and righteousness will be rewarded if you don't give up. Don't give up. Stay faithful. Right? Even when you don't see it. That's how you apply it. Stay faithful when you don't even see it. Right? Trust Yahweh's timing. Keep serving, praying, and enduring with patience, right? For real, man. And may these things strengthen your spirit, man. Man, may these things encourage you, you know, to do the right thing and press, man. So yeah, man. You know, I pray and hope this was edifying. You're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops of GMS. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And shalom to you, beloved sisters that listen in silence as scripture say. Do so. I'm your beloved brother. I'm Awan Kazakh. I'm here in the ministry here in GMS Las Vegas. And we gotta continue to press, man. Till next time I say, Lord willing to be a next time, shalom.